Hey guys, Sean Zim, the host for the Network Marketing Insider, where I bring on network marketers, affiliate marketers, multi-level. I even interviewed those that are in the crypto space because they have to use affiliate marketing, building a community type of skills. And now recently I've been adding a lot of school owners who are sharing their stories, talking about what works for them, what didn't work, why they got started. Because I've seen a lot of people being a school owner myself, a lot of people are joining and then quitting. I want to help them overcome that, learn some skills, learn what's working so they can not quit. Couple things. If you're watching us on YouTube or on the website, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment where you're watching from, and then hit the share button. Okay. If you're listening to us in the audio, give us a review at the end. And last thing, I want you to go to the description, reach out to my guests, have a connection call, go deep, learn about what they're doing, see if it resonates, and get on board. That's what we're all about, is merging ecosystems and making sure that we all make money together. That's my goal, right? We could all do that at the convenience of our home as well. That's what school is all about. But without further ado, let me bring on my next guest that I just met. We have Dawn. What's going on, Dawn? How are you?
Hi, thanks for having me. Great introduction. I did like that. Yeah, I'm Dawn. I am founder of The Quiet Turning. So yeah, I'm quite excited to be here. Actually, it's nice. It's nice to get away from the kids and just be upstairs and working.
Hey, that's the brilliance of being at home. You have all kinds of, and it's not even distractions or disturbances. It's life. Things happen. I do that too. I have my podcast every once in a while. The kids will pop in and do a little cameo, but that's what allows you to work from home. You have things you got to deal with. And if you are a parent, sorry, parenting is important. That's the most important job we all have anyway.
And I feel we're kind of passing something on to them. You know, it's that connection. We don't have to do it face to face. We can have connection anywhere in the world. It's like, you know, they too come on and they're like, oh, hello. And they don't mind. It's kind of nice that they have that, because obviously society at the moment, it can be quite standoffish. Anyway, I'm going off. Sorry.
Exactly. No. Now, I always ask my guests, I always ask, who are you? And in this case, why did you get involved with working with school?
Okay, so I am a single mom. I have worked self-employed nearly all my life. I go through many. I like learning. Learning has been my way to survive, my way to live. If there's something wrong with me, I've learned about it, whether it be psychological, whether it be, you know, mental, physical, anything. I've learned about it, you know, spiritual, anything. And yeah, I worked with people that used to come in and out of prison, and I did a lot of the work with them, and I really, really enjoyed it. But as a single mom and with two children, one of my kids, my daughter is homeschooled. She's in home education, so I kind of need to be here a lot, and I needed to bring it all into one place. So last year in July, on July the 26th, I started two side hustles. One was looking after dogs. So the dogs come to my house and they stay in my house, and it's beautiful and we get some money for that. The second was Instagram growth, and it's brought me to school, which I clocked quite quickly because I've had all these courses for so long that I want to bundle together to help other people, to learn them to do the same. A bit like you said, it's a big piece of pie. Let's pass this on. Let's teach people how to do this. Let them pass it on as well then. And let's have more people do what we do. It's a grand thing. So that's me.
I like the affiliate model. I love not having to trade your time for money anymore. If you go through and start a school, for example, or become an affiliate for a school, you can earn money from people joining communities and you get recurring income. Or if you just refer school, you can make $40. I'm in the US, so $40 a month out of the 99. So that's not bad. And you get 10 people, that's $400 and something a month you're getting. And if you have 20, you're making some close to $1,000. So it's really great.
I did do a cost plan of what it could look like, you know, if this took off. I'm in it for the comfortable money. I'm not in it to go wild. But when I did a cost plan, people can make some serious money on this. And like you say, the affiliate, that's when I first learned about school. I became an affiliate for another course. And the money I got back straight away within a week of the money that I invested. So, and now I'm a member for the year. So anytime I sell that course, I don't have to do anything. It's their course. It's fantastic. So yeah, and I want that, bring it into the quiet turning eventually. But yeah, just it's quiet turning for a reason.
I like that you said investing. That's an important word that people have to understand. You're not buying into a school. You're not buying a course. You're investing. You're taking the content from someone else that has a little bit more experience than you. You're paying for it. You're digesting it, and hopefully you're reflecting and then implementing it. That's a missing piece. People forget about investing because you're investing, but they don't implement. Well, I'm not making any money after I just bought a make money at home thing. Well, did you put anything in place yet? No. Well, that's the reason.
It's that consistency in it. It's remember why you started. It's remember where you were. It's remember the dream you've got, and these small steps get you to that dream. And yeah, it's very much like that. It's, there's a lot of work out there. And I must admit, when I invested in myself, I was scared because I don't have hundreds of pounds just spare. So it was scary. And I did go through the loops of, oh my gosh, this is not going to work out. What have I done this for? And just another one of those things that I invest in and don't work out. But yeah, it's like you say, the consistency. You've got to put the work in. You've got to be open. I wouldn't do video calls last month. Now I'm on a podcast live with you who I've just met. So it's growth orientated. And if you take on the things that you learn and other people tell you, it's just fantastic. It's really, the best part of, doing anything is growing and learning in my eyes. Anyway, I think it's fantastic.
I definitely agree. And Dawn said something as far as what happens if it doesn't work? That's a lot of people, they think the same way. Oh, what happens if I spend this money? What happens if I don't make the money back? I'm always in the mindset is what happens if it does work? Yeah. Now you have a problem. Now you have to deal with the money that is coming in with flooding because you did something right. And it doesn't take too much time because if you follow foundations, if you build skills, you're going to make money. I'm a top earner in another community. It's called AAA Wealth Builders. It's $25 a month. People are like, oh my God, $25 a month. In the US, that's one Friday night with pizza for my family. Yeah. And I can afford it, right? So $25. That $25 I invested in July 18th. Just July 18th till now, I have in that community alone over $1,200. People are like, what? I'm like, yes. And I have seven. I don't know if it's going on where you're at, but
yes, it is. Don't do that. My kids were here. They were shouting.
Especially with kids. You can tell I have kids. I also am a teacher. But the beauty is having those 6, 7, 8, 10 people that are under you, you're getting commissions on. And if you build it right, they're never going to leave because it's a community. It's a relationship. They want to be there.
I think when there's that monetizing thing as well, the part of it, they become part of the community and they have an investment in it as well, especially if it's something that they believe in as well. You can't just go and buy anything and hope for the best. It's got to be something you want to do, that you think is a really great idea as well. You've got to have that. So it's got to be clear what we are giving and what is there for the taking, really, isn't it, as well?
Yes. And what got you into school? What was there's always a story.
The story, I've always wanted to go out for myself. Like I say, I've been self-employed most of my life. It's just the way my mind works. It's just the way I've never followed societal norms. I've had a very colourful life. We'll put that politely. So I've never gone for the marriage. I've never gone for the white picket fence. I've never gone for that. It's just not me. I needed to learn the hard way. So I had all these courses and all these things and this grand idea that one day it will all come into one place and it would just work out. And, I came into this growth program last year and I'd gone on to school. And I thought, well, this is good. I quite like school. I like the idea. I could do this with school. I could do that. Didn't have the courage to do it yet. Then the $9 a month came up. I was like, okay, for $9 a month, I can build a community. I can put all my courses in a classroom. We can take it nice and slow. There is no pressure to rush. That's why we're all quiet here in the quiet turning. I can go as fast as I want some days, as slow as I want other days. It's all in one place, and that's it. Everything is in one place. And then they brought out the tiers. Yep. So, there's the free community where the people come in and get all the learning drops. And then there's the, if they want to just learn themselves and go deep into it with me, there's a tier 1 for that. You can do all the courses. They're all there. If you want to do it, if you want to sell it, if you want to take the courses and sell them, do your own community. That's tier 2. And it's just, it's that opportunity all in one place for people to either pick and take what they want or just do it all and make their own bundle of everything and do the same thing. It's all in one place, isn't it? It's fantastic. And the support that you get,
It's overwhelming for some people too, right? Because school is different. It's not like the traditional Facebook, Instagram that throws algorithm. There's all these things coming at you. And that's why people don't understand it when they first come in. They're like, I'm not sure how to do it. And I tell people what I've learned. I've been there. I could say I've been there for a little while. You have to teach people how to interact inside your community, what you want them to do. You should always have a welcome video. You should always talk about, hey, we are doing this on Mondays, this on Tuesdays. So you can kind of get not a curriculum, but like have a schedule of events that you can kind of have people show up to. You should have a meetup that you can meet people face to face. Use that live function inside the community. How awesome is that? It's right in where it says, where you could do a post and it says live. And I tell people, how often have you used that? Have you used it often?
Me? No, but I've just done my first video for the join page for 60, 90 seconds. And like I say, now I'm in the video and on the videos, I want to really pull me into the page. That sounds, just sell me. Just pull me into the page and, like you say, explain it rather than text. There's a lot of reading. People want to see other people. They want to hear how they talk. They want to see how they speak. They want to know if they connect without connecting, for those curious ones and things. It's so I've not done it yet, but that is I am eligible too. You are eligible too, and it will be done. It's definitely something I'll be
Here's
testing.
The value. If for those that are in, and you should be in a few different communities. You should be networking. You should be going and showing up and supporting. If you're in a community and you see that live button, hit it, join, you'll meet, you'll connect. People are like, well, what happens if? That's always the what happens if. But what happens if you have somebody in there that is interested in what you're doing and they come over and they're a builder? We all have those people that join because they're friends. Oh, I'll join what you're doing. And then they give up like a month or two later. You don't want those people. Like my family, I don't have them involved with what I do because they don't understand it. And I'm not going to sit there and try to fix, and you never want to do that. If they don't want to do something, that you can't have to force somebody to join. It's going to waste your time. And
these people don't come to work with you every day, do they? So why now? Yeah.
Why now? So it's something that take a chance. And I always tell people when you're on a webinar, if you're watching this podcast, take a picture of us right now, take a screenshot right now and do a post. Be like, man, I was watching this podcast with Dawn and Sean. Look at that, the new Dawn and Sean show. And we had so much golden nuggets I learned. And they're going to be like, what? And then you can, if you want to really provide value for others, you would be like, oh, you should check out the website. The website's right there on the screen. Or in the picture, you don't have to say the website, it's there. If they want to learn more, but what you're doing is you're putting other people first and you're putting them up on a pedestal. Be like, look at what I've been involved with. I learned from these people. And it also creates FOMO. If you're in a meeting, I always tell people, if you're a school owner, if you have a meeting, take a picture and say, where were you guys? And if you had like 5 people say, well, if only 3 people show up, that's fine. You want small groups. You want people that are going to be there instead of waste time again.
Yeah. I've done lives. Well, I've done school calls And I've just had one on, two on, and it's been absolutely fine. It didn't change the call at all. It just makes it more authentic. Obviously more heads are better than one, but when it's a small group, you're almost obliged to talk, aren't you? It's that, never mind, I've got to have the courage. I've got to say something. People like to fill the space sometimes. So it can be, especially if you're good at holding space for people, it can be beautiful. It can be really lovely.
And put it this way as well, and I teach people about this. We connected on Schoolers,
Yep.
I believe. It was a post that I put out. You engaged, I engaged, we connected, got into the DM. And in the DM, that's where all the magic happens, people. Everyone that don't understand, they're like, oh, how do you talk to so many people? How come you connect so often? Because it's strategic. I talk because I want to get to this kind of conversation, get to a podcast, get to a video call. But I said, hey, Dawn, how long have you been on School? Right? Kept this whole conversation going. And I'm like, oh, I have a podcast. You're like, what? I'll be on a podcast. And we had this conversation, right? And then we schedule a time like we have today. And I asked you, I said, we could I usually have a connection call, and then I go into a podcast. I said, would you mind just recording? And you're like, no, let's do it. And here we are. Talk about, when I asked you about being on the podcast, what were your feelings before we went live, before we hit record?
To be fair, I didn't mind at all. I didn't get any jitters, which is probably a bit worrying. I think you've got to have a little bit of nervousness, otherwise you don't care about what you're doing. If you're just coming on and being robotic, it's hard. So you've got to have that nice, steady amount of nerves, but it's that fine line between nerves and excitement. So I kind of got the nerves down and the excitement up, and here we are. And it's a really good call. I'm really glad I'm here. It's brilliant.
This is something that I tell people all the time. Start a podcast. They're like, wait, I can't do a podcast. I don't have $10,000. I'm like, you don't have to have $10,000. You can use and do the similar stuff on Facebook, on School. You can do the same thing. You can use StreamYard, but it allows you to connect with other people. And the value that you're learning from others. We're able to help others in the whole conversation that we have during an episode. And then the beautiful part is it's on YouTube. And it's on YouTube forever, unless YouTube shuts down. And I don't think it's ever going to shut down anytime soon. So we can connect with people. It could be from today. It could be 8 years from now. And we're probably going to be killing it on School 8 years from now. And they'll be like, can I join your community? And the funny part is people don't realize this. Oh, my community's not going to grow like that. If you keep at it, it will. And your pricing is going to go up because your value is going up. So you're seeing this 8 years from now. I'm sorry, you're paying top dollar because you could have been involved with us early on, because people don't want to get involved because it's so new, right?
New. Yes. I am very new, and I've got a really good founders offer on where it's 50% off for the first 15 each tier. I want people in there. I want them to see the quality, and that's what it's about. And it's easy to kind of want to chase the money when it's hard and things like that, but that takes away what we're doing. This is, I'm not doing this to get rich fast. I'm doing this to, like you say, help other people, connect with people, bring them out of this societal norm, these shells the boxes that we're put into. I'm quite antisocial sometimes. But yeah, just, no white picket fence. But yeah, just pull them out and let them see this. Like you say, it's a big piece of pie. There is so much. And I think this is the way that it's going as well, especially after COVID. I mean, Zoom, video calls, that's kind of a lot of what it's about now, isn't it? It's just changed with one.
And everyone is moving over to School because they see the value. And it's something that you can charge. Like, I had free communities on Facebook and nobody was crickets, and it was a lot of action. Nobody was doing anything. Then you start having, if you have people pay, they actually will show up because the pressure's theirs. And then my goal is to get people in mine. I have 50% for affiliates. They get 50% everything they bring people in. So you bring in 2 people, your membership's free. And what do? I want to help them. So I put them on a link rotator, and I give my members that join my my academy, I just had one today, one yesterday, that joined under other members, and now they already have one person under them earning a commission. People are like, what? I'm like, yes, I want to help. If I could help them if I can get them too, they're not going anywhere. And that's securing everybody.
I think it's kind of hard to explain with the school, isn't it? Because when you think of commission, all I used to think of is these places and these people that went door to door and knocking, and you'd got so much off, and it'd be bargains this and 30% off that, and they get commission. It's not a commission like that. It is high ticket courses. These are high quality programs, and the stuff that would take you years and years to build. It's all in one place, and you simply have to, like you say, one person in at a 50% commission. That's half and half, straight down the middle. It's a fantastic thing to do.
But you also have people that are in network marketing. I've been in that field as well, and people don't understand that. They think that they can just join and, I'm going to get spillover. There's work involved. You have to do certain things to make things happen. And the quicker or the more that you do, the faster you can get to the income that you want to get to. Oh, but I don't have time for that. Now, this goes down the path here. I have 3 kids. I have a 7, 5, and 3-year-old, and I have a 19-year-old. My 19-year-old is not around. She's 19. But my young ones, they're around when I get home, on the weekends. How do you find time with 2 kids to work something online like this?
I make time, I guess. It's like the whole stop scrolling mindlessly and do something. Stop saving the posts, do the post, make the post yourself, send the post, interact with the post. It's more about action, isn't it? Rather than mindless scrolling. I probably watch less Netflix. I don't know. We paint a lot, and I do like, we do a lot of painting. That's why it's covered in canvases at the minute, but just in between things like that, my daughter can be painting for an hour at a time, and I can just get on and do a few AI things or a few posts or a connection, or come onto Schoolers and read some really good information that helps me on my school. There's help everywhere. And that's it. The action is just reading the right content, being in the right place, rather than the mindless scrolling, or, just staring at a wall and dreaming about it. I was a dreamer for so long. I had all the plans that were going to be perfect, but you've got to take the action. You've got to take the step. It is the hardest, the first step, but once you do, there's just information everywhere. And the more you do it, the quicker you get at it. It's always hard at first, but you do pick it up quicker, and there's many tools and everything else out there now that can change your ideas into real, huge things. It's amazing.
Yeah, you get faster the more repetitions that you do. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't do what you do. You're always having calls, you're having meetings. I am a full-time teacher still too, and I find pockets of time throughout my day to be structured and work my business or do a podcast, because you are always planting seeds for the future. Yeah. What you're doing right now, you might not be getting paid immediately, but it's down the road that you're going to be like, wow, I wish I started earlier because it did this to me. You said AI. I love AI. What and how can you give a couple tips or strategies that how you're using it to help those that are having trouble with it?
Well, I was quite lucky. With the ChatGPT was brilliant. I didn't have a clue what to ask it at first, and then I added a lot of. I wrote a book, so I added the book to it, so it got an idea of how I spoke and what my story is, and then I asked certain questions to train it to adapt to my voice, to my style, to what I want. And it was just 10 simple questions. I can always put them in a chat if you've got chats and things here. You put them in, it's 10 questions, you spend time, you go through each question, and from then on, it kind of gets what I want to say, and I reflect into it like I'm talking to my best friend, and then it'd be like, oh, I understand what you're going through, and that's a really, really good point. We can change this into this to make it resonate with other people. it's fantastic. It really is. You just, yeah. So that's a good one. And the AI twins and things. That's the little videos that I do. It's, I never thought I'd be able to do anything like that, and it's just great. I don't have to film. I don't have to sit there and put my makeup on and plan a huge thing. I used to do TikTok, and the days I used to film and plan and do things in my house, it was like, what? When did I have time for that? Never mind this. And that was COVID, to be fair. But it just takes that extra layer of pressure off. It's really good. And my twin is younger. She doesn't have tattoos. She's got less wrinkles, so it's great. She doesn't speak Yorkshire.
Dawn said you're trying different things. That's what people should be doing. If you're not trying, you're not going to be able to have the failures that you can learn from. Yes. And as always, this time on this podcast goes so fast, so you're going to definitely see Dawn again. And I always like this part of the episode is there any final thoughts that we can give to those that are just starting out school, maybe those that are just having some little hiccups, to get them over that hump to keep it moving forward?
I think, no, you're not alone. Many people are doing it. Do not compare. Do not compare to other people. We're all on the same path. We are all on different parts of that path. And I'd say definitely, connect with people and remember why you started. And I don't know about you guys, but I've learned my best strengths through my hardest lessons. The hard, painful times are what built me. It's hard and painful at the time, but when you come out the other side, this will pass as well. It does pass. The good passes, the bad passes, and get connected, I think. And I think, just keep it quiet to yourself.
That was awesome. That was a great gems right there that people are going to be able to take away. I purposely didn't go into more detail on this one about her quiet turning, her community. You have to have a connection call with Dawn. You have to go into the description, have a call with her or email or what have you, and definitely go deep and find out more how she could help you. I want to thank her for spending some time with us. I want you to stick around for another moment, and but I'm always here, guys, to help you, motivate you, and inspire you. We hope you have an amazing rest of your day.